Hi, how you doing? Today is part one of this micro camper van conversion. It's an ex-British Gas Caddy and I just got it a few days ago. Now, there'll be no building today. Basically, I'm just going to rip everything out the back. We've got all this to contend to, so I'm going to pull all that out, pull the bulkhead out as well. That'll be getting ripped out. And no doubt there'll be the generic time lapse, so let's get in about it. Right, tools that we're going to need. We're going to need an impact driver, or you don't need an impact driver, but it's going to make this a whole lot easier. These Allen bolts is the kind of main culprit, so it's just finding the right one. Right, that feels about right. And that's 4mm. Okay. So looking at this, I think this is going to have to come out in two sections. Okay, so it's too wide at the top to come out in one, so I think we're going to have to get rid of this area here first and then get rid of that. Okay, so let's get this plate out first. I certainly wouldn't want to do that by hand with a little Allen key wrench. Well, I've got about half a dozen Allen bolts out, and we've already came across a problem. There's at least one that's rusted right into the van, and I can't seem to get it out, so I'll give it a bash. I've been using the Milwaukee impact driver, so I'm going to use this old Makita thing. Hopefully that with some WD we'll manage to get it out. So I'll just show you what the problem is. This wee bolt here is just not wanting to shift. It's coming out to there, and then it's just not moving. So we'll fling some WD-40 down in there. Let that soak for a little bit, and let that soak for a bit, and hopefully that'll loosen it up. Screw it back in and see if it'll come out. No. It's not wanting to move. Right, let's try this old Makita. This is old. This is an old machine. So you can get the old battery in it. Yeah. Oh, would you believe it? Look at that. The wee old Makita done the jobby. There you are. There's a turn up for the books. That wee old Makita impact driver, I've had that probably 15 years. As I say, it's even got the old Makita battery on it. Compared to this Milwaukee thing, well, to be fair, I've had the Milwaukee for a while as well, but just not get the power as that old Makita. Very surprised. Right, let's crack on and try and get the rest of these Allen bolts out. Ah, you dirty bastard! Oh. big tray here. I need to try and get that out. Aye, this big tray needs to come out. It's secured up there with 2 bolts. You can see there's a bolt up there and a bolt up there, and the whole thing just kind of fucking just pivots. Right, there's 2. I'm going to scrap that idea of taking that tray out because I can't get in there to put another spanner on the other side of there. So down here there's 2 bolts bolted onto the bulkhead in there, which I can't get to because of this little drawer thing, so I think that'll come off if I take these 4 little bolts off. So let's try that. Just put that straight in there. Put that in there. Okay. Oh, there's a wire on that. There's a wire attached to that. That was just a light. What's in there? No, it's not a light. It's like a little. Okay. It's like a wee safe box. That. Okay, let's get that out then. I don't know if I get a key for that. That's quite a decent wee storage box. Right, there's the 2 that I need to get out. Okay, they're not too tight, so it's not too bad. Yeah, so it's the same again here, just the same 2. Pick all them up at the end. Right, in order for me to get those last 2, so if you can see them down there, there's another two pairs of Allen bolts down in there. I'm going to have to take this white plastic thing off. That there, it's going to have to come off so I can get in there to get that last 2 out. You see them down there? So I went up to the garage, went up to my wee barn there to get a big screwdriver to pry those these off, these little black nubbins. And I found this big extension bar. A big extension bar. I managed to get my Allen thingy on the Allen key and end of that. So let's see if that works. Let's see if we can get that in there. You're a beauty. Get off. There's one off. There's 2 off. So that was a bit of luck that I found that big long thing up in the garage. I can't remember what I bought that for. Aye. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, something's moving. It's still attached somewhere though. Aye, it's definitely moving. So I think what I need to do is these 3 rails, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. These 3 rails need to be bolted off of, unbolted for this side. That's what I'm going to do now. Aye, this has proven to be a bit of a task to get this out of here. But I've got that big thing out first. Well, now, eventually, after about an hour and a half, I managed to get this thing out. And hopefully that'll make things a bit easier. I still think that this whole section here comes out and this here comes out. But anyway, we'll crack on. That wee nut's turning. And it shouldn't be turning. Right, let's see if that solves the problem. Yes. Right, so we managed to split that. So oh man. Right. It's not coming out because of that. I don't know, some gas instrument maybe. Flex, engage. Slide scale to 0. I don't know what that is. I'll keep it anyway. I know, I'm going to have to drive the van forward, I think. Hang it up, honey. Drive it right forward to the gate. Take it right up to the gate so I can just pull it out, please. Could you maybe get that other end? Without, right. Oh, alright, dump it. There you go. Right, thank you, watch your toes. It's a bit of weight in that. Well, I now know why these vans come with this racking already. It's still inside. That was an absolute ball ache to get that out of there. So we'll get this out of the way and then we'll give the van a good wee sweep out and see where we're at. I wanted to get the bulkhead out today as well, but I don't know, I'll see. I need some food. I've not eaten today. I don't even know what time it is. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I've got a couple other wee chores to do. I'll go and do them and then come back and maybe try and get the bulkhead ripped out today as well. Right, bulkhead time. So, these little screw heads up here, if you can see, let's see, up there, and down there, and down there, they're all T27s. Right, so here we've got, it's just a generic little kind of trim fitting. It's got a little hex kind of socket in here with the hex socket, Allen key socket. It does nothing, right? So I'll just show you how I get them out. So what I do is I just get a little pair of mole grips, vice grips, self grips, whatever you want to call them, and a little screw. Just put that on the end of there. Yeah, I mean, just click that in. Okay. And then what we do is just screw that in. Doesn't have to go in too far. Just enough to grip it, like so. And you just pull that out. Okay. And it just comes out like that. Makes pulling all those little trimmed fittings out a lot easier. That's what they're like. You know what they're like. They're a little pain in the holes. They come in two pieces. I'll just show you. I'll just unscrew that back off of there. So they're like that basically. Okay. You can see. And you basically just, you're supposed to unscrew it to get it out, but it's a pain, absolute pain. So they come like that. Okay. That's how they come. And then that goes in, that locks it. So you basically push that into your hole. Ooh, misses. Push that into your hole. And then once it's in your hole, you push that in. You push that in like so. Then when you push that in, this opens up and that's what creates your staying power. But aye, if you pull them out like this you can reuse them and there's not any real damage done to the head of the fitting. Okay, so simple tool, anyone can make them, but it makes pulling those little motherfuckers out of there a lot easier. Now, it's not going to come out that way. Right, so that's the bulkhead out. Hey. I'm now going to take these panels off. because, well, we're going to need to insulate everything, so I may as well take them out now. So these little, maybe hand sanitizer holdery things, they've riveted them in. Unfortunately, I'll need to drill them out. Okay. There we go. We'll keep that for a template, I think. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It does help the channel. It helps the algorithm put it out to other people. Leave a comment if you get any ideas on whether to carpet the walls, pine clad it, whatever. Because I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your input. So leave a comment below and we'll see you next time. So the next video will be insulation. Well, it's going to be sound deadening. We're going to sound deaden all the panels, insulate it, vapor barrier it, or vapor barrier, insulate it, and then we'll decide if we're going to carpet the walls and the ceiling, or if we're going to pine clad it. Anyway, see you guys next week. Thanks for watching and take care. Is basically part one of this micro camper van conversion.